4 billion women live in the world. On average, each will experience nearly 450 periods in their lifetime. That means each woman spends about 3,000 days, or 8 years, bleeding. At the National Museum of American History, a historical collection of over 500 menstrual products and thousands of advertisements span the 20th century. Join us on a journey through our collection to explore the impact these objects have had on women's lives and opportunities. Throughout most of the 19th century, managing menstruation was demanding, both in time and labor. Typically, women washed and reused homemade pads. But by the 1880s, new products began to change the way women handled their monthly periods. Disposable pads like these from Southalls now offered convenience, but most women viewed them as costly and wasteful. The outbreak of World War I in 1914 led to a shortage of cotton for dressing wounds. To meet demand, suppliers made bandages out of other absorbent materials, such as cellulose wadding and sphagnum moss. These bandages sparked new ideas for the menstrual product market. Cellulose wadding proved to be useful for cheap, mass-produced, disposable pads. These pads had to be worn with a sanitary belt to keep them in place. To promote the new disposable pads, advertising campaigns featured the modern woman who was free from old-fashioned and unhygienic ways. By the 1930s, menstrual cups and tampons were on the market, offering women an alternative to pads, pins, and belts. They promised women wider freedoms at work and play, but required users to become comfortable with inserting a menstrual product. Meanwhile, companies had stepped in to educate girls and their mothers about menstrual cycles and push their products. But menstrual cycles involve more than just managing blood. By mid-century, the medical field had a firmer understanding of menstruation, hormones, and fertility. As research sought answers to menstrual pain and tension, new products promised relief. In the 1960s, the pill offered women more control over their menstrual cycles and their reproductive health. Armed with medical knowledge, women demanded autonomy over their own bodies and choices. During the 1970s, menstrual product advertising shifted. Major brands increasingly featured brown and black women in product ads, acknowledging consumer diversity. Breaking a long-held taboo, an ad for sanitary napkins appeared on television in 1970. But it was not until 1972 that broadcasters finally lifted the nationwide ban on TV advertising for menstrual products. New products also emerged during the 1970s. Adhesive strips were added to pads, eliminating awkward belts and pins. Tampon companies developed new synthetic materials that promised fewer leaks and worries. But these materials quickly became a cause for fear when deaths from toxic shock syndrome were linked to superabsorbent tampons. In 1982, the government required TSS warnings on tampon packages, and women lobbied for better product safety standards. By the 1990s, women were looking for new options, renewing interest in washable pads, cups, sponges, and natural materials. Led by a growing activist movement, new period product companies promised safe, sustainable, accessible, and stigma-free products. Established brands also responded, promoting these ideas in their own products and marketing. In some ways, it might appear that we have come full circle, but much has changed, and there are many more stories to tell. Explore, question, reflect. What will you discover in the National Museum of American History's Menstruation Collection?